Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
Yep.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Ah yeah, nice name. Right, Michael Jackson? Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the Hideaway. So we are 3? Are you both moving? You're still standing. Okay. Right, so make for Buett Bridge. Then let's go.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Thanks, buddy.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention.
Oh, I can't run yet
Cat
because they're
and mouse
talking.
Ever since.
And this is why we have 2, I knew it. So the party can be as big as 3 or 4 if you include Torgal. Okay.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's do this.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Well, they never will get that message, right? Because we're gonna kill them all.
To tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields. Then come! Die along with your flame!
Yeah, you will.
For Azaria!
You will die along with my flames.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Oh, really?
Another wyvern to fight.
Oh, shite.
More dragons.
More dragons? What?
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
You did? Nice.
Yours, Torgal. It's over.
Okay, those little ones, they are fine.
This one.
Cool. Oh, another Dragoon. Are you kidding me?
Stand,
Night of the
Albeit-
Lasting Dark.
a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
This one. Go forward. This one.
God dang it.
There's no one left to keep them occupied.
Ah, I didn't.
We need to finish this.
Dang it.
You mean finish him?
There we go. Good. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't perfect, but still fine.
I don't see any more.
Yeah, I tried to evade the double jump
Nor do I.
to get a precision
That
dodge,
worked.
but didn't.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
You can hear the Rosarian
Think we should
national
fall back
anthem
to
in the
Port
background.
Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Done with black or white. Yeah, done with black or white. Nice, now we have 115 renown, awesome. Now I want to go back home.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since
Nice.
the beginning,
He's on our side.
Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians.
Ah,
Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
seal. Burnt blade. Okay.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If
Again.
only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Lord Commander.
So Tyler is really dead. Okay.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Again, I would like to see the seals on his clothing. That would be great. That you can see there's another pin or something. Just like with Stray. When you find another pin, it's on the clothing which it's wearing. Port Isolde. Rosfield Manor. Oh, we are here already.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
So what did you say? Who you are? I don't have my sword. Just FYI. Looks like I had to give it up.
To guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
I just hear one pair of boots, and that should be him.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Oh, they said their real names. Okay.
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Show him. Flames of the Phoenix. Come on, show him. The hell? Huh?
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
He's doing a play. A theatrical play.
Thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Nice. I'm a bit of an actor myself.
Ja, ja, aber wissen Sie auch, was man im Allgemeinen unter Kronjuwelen versteht? Ja, ja, da hatte ich meine schlimme Entzündung. Oh, so,
Just FYI. Especially in a theater.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
He remembers. Nice.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell,
Oh,
that thou might
he's
see
crying.
thy charge once more.
You could have just shown him the Phoenix Flames. Then
Bravo,
it would have been enough, I think.
You're still the finest matter in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Aww.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Happy tears.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
Nice.
I've a
Please,
galley in
a
port
flying
recently
one.
relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
Nah, it's gonna be a
So
real
you
ship.
believe us then? About everything?
Of course.
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Mm-hmm.
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Aha.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
He's in good spirit.
This will be fun.
Jill seems concerned, in a way. But please, I would like to go back to my hideaway before we leave.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
Not anymore.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
I do.
I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
Wait. Don't leave me yet.
When you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive.
And then they
I must
kiss?
atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
Yeah.
Now, let's get some sleep.
Aww.
The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Maybe if she's no longer a monster in her mind, she will kiss him. Right, everything else is locked. We are going back home. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Okay, so a bunch of new stuff. Let's take a look. We have to talk to Vivian. We're gonna do that at the very end. Patron's Whisper. We can take a look there. Hunt board, there's nothing new. Blacksmith Blues. A readstone, reading table. And yeah, of course, we're gonna take a look at 1,000 Tomes. To be honest, just because this one is different to this one, let's start with Blacksmith Blues. Because I have a feeling if there is a plus, maybe we could miss it if we don't do it right away.
Typical 3D. Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Hello, August.
Something wrong?
It's Blackthorne. He ain't himself.
Huh?
And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally, it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
I have a feeling as soon as we do
talk,
this, we can
let him
upgrade
be.
our gear.
He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Okay. Right. Can I go right away? Looks like it. Yeah, let's go there right away. Alright, he's not around, so it's fine.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit.
You can always learn.
Should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud.
Oh, you didn't?
Now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right.
So we have to get one for
We're going.
him?
I always thought of old Blackthorne as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorne's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him.
Yeah.
Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Okay. Karen, here.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorne mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already.
To
Didn't
whom?
think Blackthorne cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffon hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it.
Aha.
Where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Okay.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind.
Sure.
While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Right. Okay. Use the hunt board to locate the griffin. Sure. Actually, before we do this, I wanna get something for my Renown. I think it was with her.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Are you gonna be kidding me? Oh, okay. So the 100 is just that you can get that you can see the next the next patrons. Was what berserkering. It sounds cool. A rose is a rose orchestrion and an empty shard. Cleric's medallion. Dire wolf Jess. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna get this right away. I wanna see what this does. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw, that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly... what word is that? Enamort? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Alright then, let's take a look. It means verliebt in German. Okay, or entzücken. Ah, okay, I understand, that makes sense. And now let's see how it's pronounced.
Enamored.
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 Yeah. Okay. Never heard that word before. Now I know. The sword left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him.
Here you are.
Thank you. Oh, we can still read it. Okay, I thought it would be gone. That's why I read it right away. Wait. I don't have to spend it? I thought I'm spending renown. Then I will get everything. Thank you very much.
You earned this.
Okay.
Here you are.
Beautiful.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
So, Berserkering. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. That's quite good. Yeah, this might be quite good. And then I would like to have 3,140. That's great. Alright then. Nectar. Kupu Kupu. Ask about griffon sightings. There we go. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffon, Kupu? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupu? An especially horrible one that the locals call Dosmere. It's really a griffon, you gotta be kidding. While passing along the trail from Lostwing to Caer Norwind, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind, so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmere, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobos and for children. Wow, okay. Caer Norwind Westgate. Let's go there. He said Westgate. So I wanna say it should be here somewhere? Because it says Caer Norwind Rivergate, but he said west. There's nothing else which means west. And Caer Norwind is down here. This is Norwind Valley. So maybe over there somewhere? Yeah, I wanna say here. Let's see.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
What? Is it here? Okay, I didn't know. I just wanted to collect the thing in the corner. There it is. Right, Dosmere, rank B.
Better work will have to wait.
Vogel, look sharp. Get him!
Wrong. Didn't mean to do that yet. Oh, wait.
Get him!
Too slow.
Wait. Whoa. Just keep on it. Come on. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Can I jump? Ah, yeah, I can jump. Right. Wait. Shit.
I'm hurt, Torgo. Go for Get him! This way.
There we go, nice.
Over here.
Oh shit, forgot about that again. Shit.
To me, boy.
hit.
This one.
Nice. Okay, Scarletide. That's new. Alright. What's next?
Something there, boy. Could that be our man?
Well, I think this is kind of obvious. Maybe just get the thing in the corner and then we're gonna talk to him.
Are you alright?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but...
Just come to the Hideaway.
I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it.
Oh.
Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
Okay.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do.
I will.
And thank you.
Nice. So, then let's go back.
Sweeten Blackthorne's mood.
Yeah, I think it should. Treated leather. Cool. I saw something else. Let me just get this little thing back there. And then we're going back home and talk to the blacksmith right away.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Bloody
How'd it go, Clive?
Quite well,
Did you find
actually.
him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. A few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself.
That's fine.
I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
If I can get some something new out of that.
Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
All of the work?
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough nattering. I've got work to be getting on with.
Right, so I finished some hunts already. I got some new material. I wanna craft something new, something better, especially for defense.
You won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorne in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Right, done with this. Done with Blacksmith Blues. Oh, Drake Slayer gear design draft. A diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt and vambraces fit for a hero, necessary for crafting Drake Slayer gear. Aha. Drake Slayer gear recipes unlocked. Yeah, and then we're gonna need something special for that, right? Some rare materials. Design drafts. You have obtained the design draft for Drake Slayer gear. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer. Visit Blackthorne in the Hideaway for details on material requirements. Yeah, that was obvious.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
Okay, so there's a belt. We need Electrum. Why is there... What does this mean? Maybe that you get it from an enemy? Probably, I want to say. That would be quite good. Electrum, And then there are bracelets. Gelatinous mass. Okay, the thing is, I don't even know how to get that yet. Okay. Can I reinforce something? Nah. So I can't do anything yet. I still need the gelatinous mass and Electrum. Okay. I just want to see if I can maybe buy it from her, but I'm quite certain I can't.
Don't just stand there gawping.
No, she doesn't have anything like that. So, material for...
Come again.
Crafting we will find by killing enemies. So beasts and monsters. Right. A reed stone. Just shortly. Good. So, next on the list. Alright, let's go over to the reading table. Oh, we have two. A Flame None Brighter. By Wade. My Lord Marquess, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians and am proud to stand alongside you once again. And All Quiet in the Dominion by Gaff. The Dalmacs and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realized what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they have stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. Alright, so we do have some time. That's good. So, Yeah. Right, now let's go over and get our next reward for our renown.
Same way they never...
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Nice. A swelling chorus. It used to be I would step into a tavern only to find myself overwhelmed with requests to sing of Dion the Bold, or the Curl, and the Serving Girl. But now all anyone wants to hear of is Sid the Outlaw. You have made me a very rich man, my friend. Merry Mummer. Aha. We will get... Ah, a new song.
All yours.
Nice.
Come again. I may
So
have more for you.
Yeah, let's go to the Orchestrion and listen. Yeah, and afterwards... Oh, wait. We have a new song.
Against the gloom of bygone days, do motes of flame take flight. From glowing embers, beacons blaze to see us through the night.
Ah. Yeah, and afterwards we're gonna talk to him to start the side quest right away. So... There it is. A rose is a rose. Ah, it's that song. Okay, I remember. Or that melody. Yeah, nice. Cool, cool. So... Ivan,